Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. Today, I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about the games that we play. As humans, we love to play games. As little kids, we play hopscotch and jump rope and duck, duck, goose. I don't know, at least those are games that we played as kids here. And, as adults, we like to go to casinos or play the lottery or play Scrabble or card games, dice games, all kinds of games, computer games. So, oh, hey, everybody. um, so, but what we don't really often realize is that being human is a game that we are playing. We are infinite beings. We are infinity itself. And as infinity itself, what else do we have to do but go out and explore and play? The entire universe is like a gigantic theme park, an infinite theme park where we can play infinite games, have infinite adventures, explore ourselves in infinite ways. Being human is one way that we explore ourselves. So when we step into a physical body, we have the tendency to forget that we are the infinite being. We start to identify with the body. And we start to identify the body as a limitation. And we start to believe that we are limited by the body, that we are limited to the lifespan of the body, that when the body stops functioning, that we stop functioning. And this is not true. But it causes an awful lot of pain in our lives. It causes a lot of suffering. But as we're human, here on earth, there are a lot of games that we get to play. We get to play literal games, the card games and the board games and the computer games and the casino games and all of those types of games. We also play the games of like the stock market and other kind of more serious games. And we can also play the games of disease or poverty or war. And when we're playing those games, it's really not a lot of fun. Believe me, I have played most of those games. I haven't played the war game per se, but I've played the internal war, the war within. We've all played that game. So for a long time, I was playing the cancer game. I got to tell you, it was not a lot of fun. Until one day I realized, you know what? I can choose to play a different game. I chose the ugly game for a really long time too. I always thought that I was ugly. Ugly, ugly. Every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow, look how ugly you are. So one day I realized I could play a different game. And I could actually stop looking at myself as being ugly. And I could start looking at myself as more attractive. I could start looking for the beauty within. And you know what? I stopped being ugly. Maybe I'm not the classic cover girl beauty, but my beauty is within. And I can recognize my beauty. When I was playing the ugly game, I couldn't see any beauty at all. And when I was playing the cancer game, I couldn't see the well-being. And when I was playing those games, the ugly and the cancer, the beauty and the well-being were right there. The whole time, they were right there. All it took was a shift of focus. All it took for me to change from being ugly to finding my inner beauty was simply a shift of focus. It was simply that choice that I made, laying in bed, waking up one morning going, God, I am so tired of being ugly. What would it be like if I was beautiful? What would it take for me to find my inner beauty? And I went, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I am done playing the ugly game. And that one simple choice flipped that instantly. And I started looking for my inner beauty. And you know what? It actually didn't take me very long to realize there's a lot of beauty inside. And when I started tapping into my inner beauty, I started getting compliments on my skin, on how beautiful my skin was. And you know what? I really had pretty crappy skin. But all of a sudden, people started seeing my radiance. They weren't looking at my skin, they were looking at my radiance. And when you shine your inner light, people don't notice the ugly, they don't notice the flaws. They see your light, they see your beauty, they see your radiance. And when I was playing that cancer game, worried every day about what's going to happen to me. What's this thing doing to my body? Why am I in so much pain? I wish this would stop. I wish this would go away. The moment that I started playing the well-being game, as soon as I realized, wait a minute, I don't have to play this game anymore. And I started looking for my well-being. I started looking for evidence that my body heals itself. I started looking for changes. Didn't make any difference to me what the change was. All I needed was to see was change. Even when that change started feeling bad, I was like, you know what? I trust that my body's going to heal itself. I'm leaving it up to my body. And you know what? My body's going to do exactly what it needs to do because I'm playing the well-being game. And when I choose to play the well-being game, my body is going to do the exact same thing. My body is mirroring me. So when I choose to play a different game, my body is going to move to that other game. It's when we choose to play a new game, it is taking your consciousness from one game. Okay, for me, it was the ugly game. So I had my full attention was in the ugly game. Then when I chose to play a different game, I had moved my consciousness to the pretty, the beautiful game, where I started to look for and focus on my inner beauty. When I was playing the cancer game, fully consumed my, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this is horrible, this is awful, oh my God, what's going to happen to me? The minute that I shifted my focus to the well-being game and I started to trust my body, guess what happened? The simplicity of self-healing is what happened. My body healed itself. As soon as I started playing the well-being game, I was no longer playing the disease game. I was no longer playing the cancer game. When I stopped playing the I don't have enough money game, that was a good one. That game took me longer to shift my focus. That game was much more seductive. That game was much more magnetic. But as soon as I started to focus on I am plenty, I have plenty, the money started showing up. The world started reflecting that game. So what game are you playing? We all are playing multiple games all at the same time. We are multi-dimensional beings. We play on multiple levels all at one time. We can be playing 15, 20, 100 games all at the same time. What games are you playing? And are they fun? Do you enjoy playing the games that you're playing? Great, awesome. There are a lot of games that I play that I love playing. I love playing the Let Me Expand My Consciousness game. Let me see what else I can become aware of. Let me see how broad a perspective I can have. Let me see how simple I can make things. I love those games. I like playing regular, like board games, like card games and word games and those kinds of games too. Those are really, really super fun. I have a great time playing them. But then there are some games that are really not that much fun. So all the games that you're not playing, that are not fun, all the games that you're playing that you're not having fun playing, are you willing to change those games? Are you willing to play a different game? Are you willing to play the I love my life game? Are you willing to play I love myself game? Are you willing to play I trust my body game? Are you willing to play the I feel safe game? What games would you like to play that you're not currently playing? That if you stopped playing the game that you don't like to play, you'd be able to play the game that you really like to play. What would it take for you to stop playing the games that you don't enjoy? What would it take for you to shift your focus to the games that are really empowering, the games that are in full alignment with who you are as the infinite being? When we as the infinite being step into this physical game, this earth game, this game of being human, we step into the game piece. The body is the game piece. It comes with a personality and a physical configuration. It comes with gifts and talents and abilities, likes and dislikes. And we live the life, we play the game inside the game piece. And inside the game piece, it feels like we're the victim of the game. We don't realize that it's a game. It gets really intense and it gets really not fun. And we forget that we're playing a game. But when we step our consciousness back outside of the game piece, go inside and look at who we truly are, we remember the infinite being that we are, then we overlook the game board and we go, oh, hey, let's move the game piece over here. Because this area of the game park, the amusement park, would be much more fun and interesting to play in. You are not the game piece. You are the player. You are the infinite being who has infinite choice. You're not trapped in the game piece. You're not trapped in your situations. You're not trapped in your body. You're not trapped in the games that you don't like playing. And all it takes is a simple shift of perspective. Are you willing to let go of the games that are no longer serving you? Are you willing to enjoy the game of being human? Are you willing to enjoy your life? Are you willing to be the well-being you are in the game piece? Are you willing to allow your game piece to change, to match your infinite well-being, your infinite beauty, your infinite joy and creativity? Everything you desire is right inside. It's always been there. You can play the ugly game or you can play the, wow, look at how beautiful I am. Look at my radiance. Look at my inner beauty. You don't find beauty in the mirror. You find beauty inside. And when you radiate that beauty, when you be the beauty you are, everyone can see your beauty. It doesn't matter what you look like. Beauty is a quality of being. It's not what you see in the mirror. Well-being is a quality of being. Dis-ease is a different quality of being. They exist simultaneously. The one you experience is the one that you focus on. When you shift your focus, you shift the game. Are you willing to shift your focus? So everyone, hey, there's my dad's in the house. Woo! Hey. Everybody, Kimberly, Diane, Michelle, Brenda, Deanna, Michelle, Natalie. Thank you all. And Michelle, two Michelles. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you all for joining me. Kimberly, thank you for joining me today. So if you're ready to play a new game, if you're ready to stop playing the disease game or the I'm not okay game or I'm not enough game, and you'd like some help so you can see how to shift into a brand new game just by shifting your focus, reach out to me. This is what I show my clients. This is what I've done for myself, and I can show you how to do this as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm doing this live in my Facebook group. It's called Soul Sourced Healing. If you're on Facebook, please come join us. Love to have you in the group. And Deanna, what game are you going to change, girls? Absolutely. Which game are you going to stop playing so that you can start playing the game that you really want to play? All right. So thanks for joining me today, everyone. Until next week. Oh, well, still, my name is Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. It's available on Amazon.com. My website is Connecting You to You. Connecting you, the human, to you, the infinite being, the game piece to the player. ConnectingYouToYou.com. Reach out if you'd like some assistance to play a new game. I'm here to help. Thanks for joining me on Lunch with Lisa. Thank you, and until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Have fun playing. Talk to you next week. Bye for now.